I'm sorry about last night. Sick as a dog. Still coughing a bit, so please excuse me if I do cough. But I've taken lots of medicine, so I should be feeling a bit better. What did I want to talk about last night? Well, I wanted to talk a bit about personality profiling. Now, there's truckloads of different personality profiling tools out there in the universe. Hey, Amanda. Why do we do it? Sometimes we just do it because we're just intrigued a little bit about ourselves and why we do the things we do. Personality profiling tools are great. A lot of big businesses use them. They're helpful with making career decisions, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, working out better communication strategies. They can sometimes give you ideas on what to study. Really can help you understand yourself, but don't take them as gospel. Like sometimes you go, oh my God, that's why I do what I do, but it's not the be all and end all. As I said, really good at helping you to understand yourself a little bit more. A couple for me have been really good with that. They're good in a workplace or in a business. Even if you work for yourself and you outsource stuff, some of the personality things are really good to learn how to work with people and get the best out of people and what you do well and what you don't do well. Sometimes we actually can't really see that ourselves, and these tools are good for that. They can help you be more effective in work and life. As I said, a couple of them have really hit home to me over the years. So some of the big ones that are out there in the world that we would have heard from, hey Johnny, Myers-Briggs, the DISC analysis, Enneagram. If you Google it, there's probably thousands of them. I've done my fair share of them over the years. So I thought I'd share a little bit about what I am on some of these, and you might go, oh yeah, I can see that. Or you might go, that's just bonkers. And I want to talk about a couple of personality profiling things that I actually think are really great that you might not have heard of, that you then want to find out more about. There's, apart from personality profiling thing, there's money profiling tools. There's branding profiling tools. The world is a big round ball, but it is also data. The world is just this great big ball of data, and these clever people put all that data together and come up with incredible insights into how we do things, why we do things, when we do things. Nothing's private, nothing's sacred, and these tools are great to learn all that stuff. Like, they really, really are. So in Myers-Briggs, I've brought them up here because, I can't remember all of them. Myers-Briggs, what was I in Myers-Briggs? Myers-Briggs, I was an ENFP. Yep, that's me. ENFP. So I'm a good role for me to be a diplomat. That's weird. I've actually read a book, I think it was called Surviving an How to Survive or How to Love an ENFP. And it was like, oh my golly gosh, that is so me. So yes, ENFP on that one. What am I on a DISC analysis? Well, on a DISC analysis, I don't start with a D, just me to be a bit different. I'm a high I. So I'm a high I, then F, then C, then S, then D. So, yeah, my highest one is interactive. Yep, that is me. So it's all about emotion and talking to people and doing that kind of thing. So, and then next I'm cautious. You might not think that of me, but yeah, I am actually. So there you go. On Enneagram, I'm the helper is my number one. Then the achiever, then the peacemaker, which makes perfect sense to me. But a couple of ones I did want to share with you, which I think are really interesting to do. One's the love languages. If you haven't had a chance, Google love languages, the 5 love languages. They do the love languages for, there you go, INFP. They do love languages for all sorts of things. And when I did it, it really hit home to me because my number one love language is words of affirmation. And I remember years ago someone saying to me, why do you always need people to thank you? And I was like, because I do. Acknowledgement is really important to me. And acknowledgement is, you can say thank you or I appreciate you or I love you, and that will mean more to me than any Chanel handbag in the world. As much as I like things, that my love language is words of affirmation. Then acts of service is number 2, and number 3 is physical touch. Like, gifts is way down the list. But I do like gifts, just in case you're thinking about sending me something. Another one that's really good is Wealth Dynamics. Now, this was interesting. When I first did Wealth Dynamics, I came out of something. And then a few years into my business and into working on my personal development, I took it again and I'd actually changed. And the second time I did it, I came out as a supporter, which really, felt a lot better to me. So, and I consider in my business, in my coaching, speaking, everything I do, even in my friendships and in my family, I definitely take on a supporter role a lot of the time. It just comes naturally to me. Now, another one I love is a thing called How to Fascinate. Now, if you haven't heard of it, have a Google. Woman's name is Sally Hogshead. And she's awesome to see live speaking. But what How to Fascinate is how other people see you rather than how you see you, kind of thing. So I came out in How to Fascinate as the talent, which is all about passion and prestige. So I'm expressive, stylish. No, thank you so much. Emotionally intelligent. There you go. I think it's only about $27. Don't quote me on that, to do Fascination Advantage. I would highly recommend doing it. If nothing else, for the report that you get, gives you action steps, gives you so much. And honestly, if you take it and you're honest, and I think sometimes when we do them, we think, oh, what will the right answer be? But I think instinctively you do the right answer, and you do actually say what is true for you and get the right results. I don't think I've ever actually really fudged one. And now that I can sit down and look at them over the course of probably 10 years, I guess, would be the first one I've got saved, is they all kind of make sense to me. And as I grow and as I learn, I see different things in them. And I go, oh, okay, so that was picked up in that test all those years ago, but I haven't necessarily expressed it at that point. So one of the things in Fascination Advantage is I've actually got this on a quote. Is you constantly seek ways to improve, gain new experiences, and expand your sphere of knowledge. Now that's actually on my desktop, because that's me in a nutshell. Absolute nutshell. Oh, go for it. You should absolutely try. Whatever your goal is, if you think something's suited to you, I'd suggest just dipping your toes in. Do a little course and find out a little bit more about it. God, go for it. Got a friend of mine studying counselling at the moment and loving it. Or start with a little coaching course. Give me a yell and I'll send you a book to read. There's so much information out there. So all I want to do is don't poo-poo personality profiling tests, because I know if you've ever been to a big corporate job interview, I remember a job interview years and years ago, God, 20 years ago now probably, if not longer. We had to do a funny thing and I thought it was so wonky. And now I look back and I go, well, that's how they chose us to go into teams and where they put us. So it worked for them and it worked for us at that time as well. So I'd encourage you to just start with a couple of little ones. They're not expensive. Don't do one of the dodgy download ones. Actually go to the proper sites and do them. But they would be my top 6 that I would suggest. So Myers-Briggs, DISC, Enneagram, How to Fascinate, Wealth Dynamics, and the 5 love languages. If I was going to say 3, I'd go Myers-Briggs, love languages, and How to Fascinate. That'd be my top 3. and give them a go and find out more about yourself. And let me know what you come back with. I might actually share on the blog that goes with this live, I might actually share some links to them and also put up what I've got in there. And you can go, oh, yeah, that sounds like you, Sam. Or that just sounds like bullshit. Have a great night. And I'm hoping to get better. And I still owe you one from last night, so don't worry, don't forget. It's on my wall chart that I owe it. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.